Main event 2, ladies and gentlemen, the first ever Who Is Your Daddy matchup for the WFC Championship, and the man who wins this will go on to face Double D next month for the WFC Championship. I'm talking about the current and defending champion, the maniacal Malico, going one-on-one with the man who thinks he's from outer space, from a no-existent planet called Puerto Rico. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Puertorico, and he has the chance to lose everything here tonight.
This is Paul Puertorico's rematch for the WFC Championship. He lost it last month. We're going to go, I think, right now to a series of clips here as we see exactly how deeply personal this has gotten between Puerto Rico and Malico. It was Malico stealing Aeronaut, abducting him.
I don't see an abduction there. I see him walking hand in hand
Yeah,
with his father.
Really, I shouldn't even question this by now. And there you see the jackhammer on the part of Malico, which brings the WFC Championship to Malico last month in Canadian Oklahoma. At that point, Paul Puertorico lost everything. He lost his son. He lost his championship.
And that was all his own doing. It was Paul Puertorico who took his focus off the main task at hand, which was regaining the WFC title, which could have brought back his son.
Tonight's main event, just a quick note about the stipulation for this contest. The main event this evening will be for the WFC Championship and is a Who's Your Daddy match. This contest can only be won when one combatant admits his opponent is AeroKids' true father.
I've never heard of a match with this type of a stipulation before.
That's a first time for everything.
It really is, yeah.
Now make their way to the ring.
Well, we're going to start off with the challenger.
And the story here tonight is, can Puertorico keep himself emotionally in check as he comes out wearing a fake title from a fake planet that he fakely won. Representing a group of idiots who think they're from some non-existent planet called Planet Puerto Rico.
They're not all from Planet Puerto Rico. They're just all from other places.
Oh, you know, that's right. They're not all
Gemini's
from Planet
Planet 9.
No, he's not.
I swear we just had this argument earlier.
Yeah, and you know what? You continue to play into some stupid illusion that these guys are from some non-existent planets. They're just as gullible as the rest of these morons here.
Paul Puertorico seems focused, he seems prepared, but I'm sure at the back of his mind it is worrying him desperately, knowing that if he is not victorious tonight,
he better get all that out of his head.
He's going to have to go all the way to the bottom of the ladder, work his way back up to regain not just the championship, but also his son.
Oh, and look who's here.
Yeah, in full Malico makeup. Fans, the imagery does not do this justice.
I've never seen AeroKid look so happy. He looks right at home with his true father, the one who has been nurturing him, the one who is teaching him the ways of the world, the maniacal world, the magnificent world.
Well, you see it your way, and I look at it, and I can't help but see child abuse.
And how do you see that? I don't see him being hurt in any way.
No, there's more of it. Just physical isn't the only way that you can be abused. There's mental.
I mean, all I'm seeing is a child who felt He was mistreated by a man who claimed to be his father, but brainwashed him into thinking that he was from some obscure planet. And all we can see now is a man who brought him back to reality and showed him a new way of the world. And it's the same man who is also your reigning and defending WFC heavyweight champion. And look at that, calling AeroKid in to the ring right now.
Yeah, that's just got to send all kinds of horrible feelings through Puertorico. Puertorico desperate to get his child back there.
The following contest is your main event for the evening. It is for the WFC Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He hails from Planet Puertorico, representing the Space Age Heroes. He is the extraterrestrial Puertorico. And introducing now his opponent. He is accompanied this evening by the misled AeroKid. He hails from the misled. He is your reigning and defending WFC champion. He is the magnificent, the malignant, the magnificent Malico.
He forgot mischievous, he forgot maniacal, he forgot so many other words to describe the current WFC
sure, if he were to
champion.
put out every single adjective that begins with an M, we'd be here all night.
They would all be extremely appropriate, though, for Malico.
Okay, fans, once again, this match, extremely special rules. No pinfalls, no submissions. The only way to win is to force your opponent to admit that you are the true father of AeroKid.
Oh, and Puertorico, this is what I'm talking about. He's not keeping his emotions in check.
You see referee Jesse Buehler with the microphone in hand. That's just what he's there to do, is to, when called for, put the microphone in the face of one of the opponents and ask him, do you admit that your opponent is the true father of AeroKid?
You know that's going to have to bother Puertorico at some point when he has to admit that. When he finally has to admit that Malico is the one true father and the one true leader over AeroKid.
And I think Puertorico will go to his dying breath before he's willing to admit that Malico is truly AeroKid's father. I've known Puertorico, and Puertorico is one of the few people in this business that actually precedes me. He was in this business a few months before I started coming around. And of all the people that I've known, all the wrestlers that I've known, Puertorico stands up there, one of the top 2 or 3 people who are one of the best parents I've ever known, who are also a professional wrestler. He loves his children.
Really?
He cannot stand to see what Malico has done to AeroKid here.
Well, except that his son is right there, supposedly.
Well, right now, there's a face-to-face going on between AeroKid and Puertorico as AeroKid holds up the WFC Championship.
And yeah, look at him just showcasing that championship.
Well, I'm looking at what Malico's grabbed, which looks to be like, I guess, a kendo stick.
That is exactly what it is.
Of Paul Puertorico. Again, no disqualifications, no countouts. The only thing the referee is here to do is look for that admission.
It's almost a version of an I Quit match, so to speak.
Yeah. There we go. Paul Puertorico swearing that he's AeroKid's dad, and he's right.
Really? Because right now he's getting a kendo stick straight to the back. Multiple shots delivered from the malicious Malico.
Malico now grabbing Puertorico and throwing him back in the ring.
I have a feeling that this matchup is only going to get worse before it gets any kind of better or arrives to its tumultuous conclusion.
Well, once again,
good Lord,
frightening as it is, I will 100% agree with you on that.
I think it's a record. You have agreed with me at least 5 times.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go get some sort of a shot for that. But Malico utilizing that kendo stick both traditionally and non-traditionally as he now goes to stretch back and apply pressure to the spine.
Once again, the mic right there.
Yep. You can clearly hear Puertorico saying, "I'm his father."
God, I did. It just spare us the time and spare yourself the pain.
Malico taking Puertorico over and around on a tour of the universe, if you will.
Oh, yeah, did they make a stop in Puertorico too?
Well, I'm going to stop in the mat right there.
Yeah, face first into that mat.
Yeah. Puertorico completely dazed.
He's been dominated for actually all of this matchup.
Well, Puertorico now looking under the ring as well, trying to find something. As he's got Shirley. Puertorico has Shirley. Tim Rockwell went to Puertorico and said no matter what our differences were in the past, no matter what it was over the WFC Championship, what Malico did was wrong, and I'm giving you Shirley to bring AeroKid home. And I don't think Malico realizes. Yeah, cookie sheet. You want a cookie sheet against the tire iron? That's what you're going to get.
Oh, a variation of a DDT with the crowbar. And as you were saying, Tim Rockwell.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, no.
Look at this. You want to get vicious? You want to get personal? Now let's reach back. And now let's pry open that mouth.
Oh,
now let's hear what Malico has to say now.
Well, he can't say anything. Something's in his mouth. Yeah, he can't talk with the thing in his mouth, Paul.
I think I heard him.
No, you didn't hear
I don't know. Well, again,
something was in his mouth.
Obviously, Jesse Beeler could not hear it. That's again the real authority here. So Puertorico.
Well, AeroKid over there, we can see on our monitor here, is just continuing to watch over in concern over his father, Malico. Oh, and a nice variation of a backbreaker there. I remember that back has already taken abuse from the kendo stick shots.
As well as the knees to the spine, stretching it out. And now Malico once again grabbing the cookie sheet, positioning it between the first and second turnbuckles, trying to do so.
There he's got it set up perfect now. And I can only imagine what kind of malicious maneuver Malico has in mind. Oh, that's going to do it right there. Just simply throwing the head right into the cookie sheet. I think those fans got a front row ticket to some cookie sheet action.
Yeah, they did. And Malico now putting his foot on the back. The back of the head of Paul Puertorico. Puertorico trying to fight back here now.
Yeah, trying to fight back here.
Oh, big clothesline knocks down the challenger.
And that simply halted any kind of momentum that Puertorico was trying to gain. Malico once again firmly in control of this matchup as he has been for the majority of it. Somewhere I think David Arquette may be watching with a huge smile on his face there. And a float over suplex now.
There we go, three amigos from Puertorico. That was two. But Malico reverses jackhammer.
Oh, jackhammer.
That won him the title. That won him the title, but again, no pinfalls. Malico can't go for the pin here.
But he can still take abuse from Malico.
And Puerto Rico, again, refusing to say that Malico is AeroKids' dad.
It's only a matter of time at this point. Malico knows it. I know you deep down know it.
Oh, what's Malico now? Now he's got is that a roll of tape?
That's exactly what that looks like, is a roll of tape.
Well, what's he going to do with that?
I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. When I develop that skill, I'll let you know. But right now, all I can see is a knee draped across the back, which has Puerto Rico's neck draped across a middle rope, and kicking it for good measure straight into that throat. Oh, look at Malico. Look at the kid. Look at AeroKid.
Yeah, Malico allowing Puerto Rico to roll all the way over towards his child. And AeroKid
that is not his child.
Well, AeroKid making no recognition, making no movements towards Puerto Rico to show the relationship.
No, that's the wrong thing to say right now. Eventually, this abuse will have to take its toll on Puerto Rico. Now, Malico now reaching for that tape.
Grabbing the tape.
Oh, there's a good shot from good measure there. Yeah, I don't know if you want to talk bad like that with Malico right now, as he is trying to work over this tape here that he has brought. And look at that, Malico just draping Puerto Rico right in front of his son.
And you can see Puerto Rico reaching out for AeroKid. AeroKid just shaking his head, but Malico now has the tape stretched out. What? And he's put it back in his mouth. But what?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, your guess here.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, now he's binding Puerto Rico's hands together.
That tape looks like it came straight from the Planet Puerto Rico Dollar Tree store. I hear they also take American currency over on Planet Puerto Rico. Do you know any of that?
I wouldn't see why not.
I wouldn't either, considering it's a place that doesn't exist. Oh, and now I've seen variations of this very situation before in different types of I Quit matches where it has not been to the favor of the one who's got their hands wrapped or tied up. And this is not good for Puerto Rico at all.
Yeah, Puerto Rico now going to basically be unable to fight back against any type of offense and really not maybe even be able to protect himself as Malico drags Puerto Rico over. Once again, calling for the microphone.
Now listen to that. Listen to Malico. Listen to the son of Malico, I should say. Puerto Rico just needs to come to grips with the situation at hand. And he's got him beat mind-wise. He's got him beat mentally.
Malico now once again going underneath the ring. And way under the ring to try and find some. Nice, he's just completely disappeared at this point.
And you want to go look for him?
No, never mind. He's reappeared once again with the cookie sheet.
Yeah, well, that cookie sheet is about to get reintroduced to Puerto Rico's skull, I'm sure.
Well, Puerto Rico first slammed up against the retaining barrier.
And remember, Puerto Rico's hands are still tied. I can hear him just crying right now.
Yeah, but I can hear him say, "I'm his daddy."
Yeah, but he's
Puerto Rico insists that the truth be known that he's AeroKid's father.
But he's starting to not believe that himself. That's why he's starting to become so emotional. He's had his own son look him square in the eye and told Malico to destroy him.
I'm his daddy.
I can hear one of the fans here in WFC said exactly what I was about to say. Took the words right out of my mouth. Paul just needs to admit that AeroKid is Malico's son, and all this pain and misery, it ends. It ceases to exist anymore.
This pain and misery might, but a much greater pain and misery of losing AeroKid to Malico forever.
Oh, look at these repeated headbutts. Malico knocking himself silly, if there's any kind of sense there to be knocked.
I don't know that.
I wouldn't be laughing if I were you. He could hear this. You don't want to deal with him as much as probably I don't, but I respect what this man does.
Downstairs, Puertorico, hands bound and all, utilizing his head. Repeated headshots to the back of Malico's neck.
Yep.
Now trying to pick up the cookie sheet as best he can. Oh, straight to the face! And now Puertorico trying to bite off the tape that's binding his wrists.
He's trying and he's having success with it.
And the WFC faithful wanted to ask Malico, but I think Malico's out cold.
That's what I'm saying. You can't talk if you're out. Yeah, you didn't think that ahead, did you? You can't win the match. The man's knocked out. You know, if he was smart, he would actually just step on the tape and then just wound his wrists. He's out. You can't ask a man who's unconscious something. He can't respond.
Well, Puertorico in a real quandary now. Oh, he's got some water. So try to wake Malico up this way. Oh, I thought he was going to spit on him. All right. Now ask him. Well, I don't really know that Malico realizes what's going on right now, but he still said that he's AeroKid's dad.
Well, he is AeroKid's
father. DDT. And we might be back to square one again.
Yeah, you hear that?
Yeah?
He said, I'm his daddy again. Malico just rubbing salt on the wound, saying, I'm your daddy, Puertorico.
You know, I really think that Puertorico is going to have to go. No, big senton in the corner. I really think that Puertorico may have to go and compete at this in Malico's level. I think he might have to get ultra violent, if you will.
Oh, well, that's definitely a good start.
Puertorico still off the second rope.
Second leg drop. Puertorico, this is not going to help you any.
Big splash from the top.
It's not going to do him any good. This is what I'm talking about, Puertorico not keeping his emotions in line. Just letting his anger get the best of him. Berman, I think it's the first time I've ever heard you speechless.
I'm watching this and I'm
choked up.
I'm seeing Puertorico. I'm seeing Puertorico throw almost everything that he has against Malico. Now, Puertorico going for the kendo stick. This may be the turning point that Puertorico has needed.
Oh, wow. Look at that. He's bit the kendo stick. He broke it.
He broke the kendo stick. He shattered it.
And still
won't give it.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing that Puerto Rico can do.
I think he sees what he can do.
Well, he can't knock him out. If he knocks him out, he can't say anything.
He can't knock him out, and he can't put that in the mouth in order to stretch it. But I'm pretty sure there's some other really violent things that Puerto Rico can do. No!
Oh, and that looked to be a low blow shot. And now Malico has him perched up on his shoulder and plants him down with that backbreaker. We've seen him utilize that before.
Both these men, just so much abuse that they have suffered at each other's hands. Malico barely able to assume a sitting position, now back up to a vertical base. Paul still down, about to be pulled up.
WFC faithful still trying to get behind Paul here.
What is Malico now twisting Puerto Rico's body around?
It's like a variation of an arm wrench there. I think he has like a key lock. Well, I don't think that's what you want to say right now.
That's not really the question, but
he still won't admit it either. It's just angering Malico.
But it also allowed Puerto Rico to break the hold. Puerto Rico now, vertical suplex, corner to corner. Gonna go one more time to the three amigos.
Tres amigos on the way.
That's two.
Dos.
They pull off number three. There he is. And Puerto Rico saying he's going to hit the moonsault.
Yeah, straight from planet Puerto Rico, right? That non-existent planet.
What's AeroKid doing now? What's AeroKid doing now?
What do you mean, what's AeroKid doing now?
He's in the ring. He's got the championship belt. What's he doing there? Oh, downstairs.
I mean, Paul just needs to admit it. Even his own son looking at him in the face and saying, "You're not my father. You're not my daddy." He straight up asked him, "Are you with me?" And AeroKid shook his head no.
And now, AeroKid.
Listen, hold on.
No! Return favor.
Well, now we're down to an even keel here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the referee could be in there asking either one of them.
Come on, come on. Come on, come on, man, come on.
Well, do we really need to ask the question now?
Well, yes, the match is still going. I mean, it's great. This feel-good moment is fine.
And now, Puerto Rico taking Malico down. Rings of Saturn. AeroKid with the assist. There it is. There it is. The question is put out there, and the question was answered. Who is AeroKid's daddy? The answer, Paul Puertorico. We all knew that to begin with, but it was 100% made official in the ring. Thanks in part to an assist by AeroKid himself. And what's Tim Rockwell? Rockwell, oh, okay, just grabbing Shirley, all right. Rockwell taking care of Shirley, and now
he's just borrowing it.
Elijah Sparks out to, and Space Age Heroes back in full force.
Well, it was not for a lack of effort on Malico's part. Malico definitely took the fight to Puertorico.
Malico put every bit he could mentally and physically into this match. But when it came down to the final moments, AeroKid understood who his real father was. He made it clear in that ring. And when his father was in need, AeroKid right there to help out with the assist. Your winner, new WFC champion, Paul Puertorico.
Well, you know what that means then. Next month,
Paul Puertorico versus Double D next month in Tahlequah. That's going to be an amazing match as well. Fans, we thank you for tuning into this very special broadcast live on Facebook. We want to make sure you're there in Tahlequah, Oklahoma at the Cherokee Community Center in Tahlequah, Oklahoma on March 9th for our next big WFC event. Until then, for Travis Falhart, I'm CM Burnham. Thank you for tuning in, and so long from the Sooner State.